first 2 games I was late and almost late because like the game started basically on time. Finally wake up early. 20 minutes later.
Alright, looks like the players are going.
The only one who's not ready yet is Green. Oh, we've had Arsenal.
I mean, can you imagine if this is like just starting the game? How the actual game's gonna go?
Looks like we got a big gamble on agents winning this game.
That's crazy. I think I'm gonna disagree and go with hackers winning this game.
Honestly, that's what I think too.
45 seconds.
And I think I'm gonna put all my points on it right now.
Oh, guess who
Do it.
voted for Agent's gonna win? we have I Spies betting that Agents will win this game.
Oh, let's go.
We have someone who is involved in this game. Oh, not in this game, but he's watching his
I
team.
just put all my points.
Oh, we have
Oh, it's
21k.
Nice.
I'm thinking Hacker's gonna
Alright.
win, honestly. I think this will be a Hacker game.
Well, Hackers have won both previous games.
Good old Rick
Spice has got two
Grimes.
perspectives. This is gonna have his input in chat. He's watching Jackson and he's watching us.
That's a bold thing, Alex. Oh, Rick doesn't like being agent. I don't blame him. Sometimes it's very scary.
Jeff is super glad with his role. I wonder why.
Jeff asked, "Can I have hammer into?"
I
Oh,
like
know
I
that.
like how they're asking for hammer of the next node. That's very
No, I already know who that is.
Presumptuous.
yeah. Well, it's good that they're thinking the future. You know.
Something like, node 1 won't take 10 minutes, it will just zoom through. That'd be...
Oh, it's accepted. Or, yeah, Rick's accepted.
Dude, why wouldn't he?
Yeah. If you're in the node, you should accept.
It's a great prop.
It's not meta too, so that makes me happy.
Wow, Rick getting propped by everybody.
Whoa,
Jeff is
whoa,
too,
Rick. That's an interesting play there.
Yeah,
Rick
you gotta
accepts
accept.
Jeff, but doesn't
You
accept
gotta-
Zelda.
You gotta accept here if you accept
Yeah,
the
if
first
you
one.
accept the first, you always accept the rest.
Yeah,
No,
that's-
Rick is just anti-meta. It's just how it goes.
Maybe
You
he's
wanna
just
read property
trying
out
to
now,
he
you-
wants hammer for node 2, you know?
Anti-meta, I like
He's made it clear that he wants hammer for node 2, so you like Jeff. He's thinking ahead.
Evan, what's your role?
Admin.
My
Damn.
God.
This just got interesting. They accidentally put on mainframe, guys.
By mainframe. Let's see.
This is bad. This is bad. This is called metagaming. End the game. They accidentally put it on mainframe.
Jesus, Rick, just fucking pass as fast as he can.
Evan already doing the susses.
I mean, he's got to pass as fast as he can. He wants hammer on Jeff.
Well,
Yeah.
Jeff only wants
Yeah.
hammer on N2, though. He didn't say anything about N1, just N2.
Looks like he gets lucky, gets 2 hammers.
Evan does the thing again.
Damn.
Evan's gonna pass off of Jeff. Obvious gameplay. This is a scrim. I mean, this is
Nope.
a tournament. Wow.
This is OP scrim.
Wow. He should have. Wow.
Pass,
is crazy.
pass, or no pass.
You know what? I'm wondering if someone's smart, they're gonna like read in that like Evan expects Jeff to prop Rick again, and then that they can get the teams by that doing that.
No.
I reckon this is gonna be the ultimate trend.
I
It
don't
won't
like-
be.
I don't know
It won't be seen.
why Rick would ever care about Evan here. Like, who
Yeah,
cares
wait,
about
what's the
Evan?
relationship
Like,
there,
yeah,
John, huh?
John, do you have inside information here? Because like I'm watching an agent.
Oh yeah, no, sorry. Yeah, I'm just assuming.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
okay,
yeah, that's
okay.
fair. That's fair.
Yeah,
It's a good
Of
read.
course,
It's a good read.
of course,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, Jeff could be like, though. However, Jeff could be playing the long game as hacker, by asking for N2 early.
Yeah.
and,
Why
like,
would Evan
not
leave
being-
hammer on Jeff when Jeff is propping Rick? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it doesn't
guys.
make any
It's
sense.
kinda
to
weird,
me
guys.
either.
Betrayal. Jeff's
Yeah.
gonna go Shelly. It's gonna be glorious.
Kind of a strange move.
I feel like Jeff's just sheeping Rick here, and that's a hacker sheep if I've ever seen one.
I think that Jeff says fuck it and prop Zelda.
Honestly,
I
I
really-
could
I
see
really
it.
hope he-
This is a
I
bait.
really hope he-
This is a bait.
I'm wondering if Jeff's gonna notice Rick passing and that'll change his mind.
If Jeff actually does this, I'm gonna be really upset.
Alex rates your
That'll
blunder.
make Jeff, I think, really feel a bit sus.
He needs to prop Zelda here. He really
He
does.
needs to prop Shirley. Shirley's just too OP to not take a nickel.
Well, he
Son of
needs to
Jeff's
prop.
agent.
He needs to prop
Honestly,
Rick here,
He needs to prop Rick here, because that's the sheep.
because that's the
That's
agent.
true.
Yeah.
That's the move. Yeah.
Wow.
Damn. What
My
a man.
He stuck with it when Hammer got left on him from 2 players, Shirley and Evan. That is crazy.
Hey, node 1, 2 hackers detected. I am feeling
Let's
it.
go.
So I think that he should be propping Jeff, Zelda, Rick for node 2. That's
Why
what I
is
think
no
he
one
should be
giving Shirley
propping.
life? Why? Why you do this?
Ooh.
That
Is
would
it
be a
ever-
very strong
Is there ever
prop.
going to be a hack node one in this entire thing? one
Since
is-
I'm not playing, no.
You know,
Node
I'm
1 will
just gonna
never
say,
get hacked.
I'm just gonna say, if Rick were hacker, I think that might have been a good hack there.
No.
If he were hacker.
Bomba fart, I agree. Francisc is so sexed. He is the definition of sexed.
Me or Rick are agents, or Rick is hacker. What?
I mean, hey, that's fair. Why not?
Jeff is aggro. Jeff, I feel like, is gonna make some enemies this game.
Yeah, Jeff is gonna probably crumble a little bit.
I can't believe no one's screaming that there's a beta. Ugh.
Jeff
that's what-
already kind of did.
Without saying the actual word.
Yeah, that's true, Alex. I think it's also comes down to just people not confident in their, like, pushing an agent down game. Because when you hack on an agent, you have to be able to just push them out of the game.
Evan
and
can't be
force
saying that.
anything that they say just into the ground.
Did you see what Evan just said?
He doesn't have hackers.
Yeah, Evan's got a good read.
Nuts.
Evan's sussing the two-way sheep.
Yeah, it's good to look at it. Nobody else is looking at it.
Two-way sheeping's a thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is.
Wow, look at this.
Especially if they're both agents.
So someone should go around and ask Evan why he kept Hammer on Jeff when he said that Jeff was propping Rick.
Honestly, I want to know why Shirley thinks right side. Oh, Jeff. Well, that is some sus. That's some sus statements.
Zelda already sees the Jeff sheep that we talked about.
That's it.
Oh, thank you for the prime, pupper.
No problem, King.
King.
Just a quick question: are we allowed to say who we think the players in this game are? Like, as
Yeah,
far as like their team?
we always
Yeah,
do that. That's
go for
fine.
it.
Jeff,
Alright.
Jeff is J-Lo.
because I think Jeff might be Geller.
No,
I think
Jeff
Jeff is
J-Lo.
Jackson. Yeah, Jeff is Jackson.
J-Lo, 100%.
Hmm. So are we
Well,
thinking
we have,
like,
Because of what he said, Node 1. About
Shirley might be
Okay.
Kareem.
But this is not good because the hackers seem to be kind of taking control of this game and making Jeff look like he's sheeping Rick. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing as of now, but
How do you know the hackers are taking control of this game, Ace?
because I feel like everyone is grouping up on against Jeff, which is usually not the case because a hacker wouldn't want to be willing to throw their hacker partner under the bus this early in the game.
They might.
I think that's a very poor strategy because you're not going to be able to hack 3 nodes by yourself usually unless you're
Oh,
playing a
Doxy
perfect
would.
hacker game.
Doxy would do that if he feels like he made a bad move as a hacker.
Yeah, but like I don't think Jeff has really done
Rick and Evan-
anything.
Rick and Evan in the prop again. Interesting.
I kind of wanna. Zelda isn't giving me much.
Shirley hasn't given too much either, but they at least
I
start to
like
come
Shelley.
alive into, whereas
kind of
Zelda...
trying to logical break it. I mean, Shelley's fine. I have no problem with Shelley. Zelda's just not giving me much.
The real question is who's Kareem?
I'd imagine
Zelda
it
or
would be
Shirley.
Zelda at the moment.
Yeah, gotta be right. But
I think if I go with my,
I think Evan is Green Bean.
Pretty sure it wouldn't be Shirley
I don't know.
because,
Green
Green.
Bean is the type of player that plays very quietly sometimes. So Green Bean could be Shirley or something as well.
Green Bean is Shirley because green. Yes.
True.
And therefore, they're agent because green is green.
Obviously.
Yes.
Alex thinking outside the box. What about Jeff Zelda? And Jeff doesn't want to put Zelda in Node 1 in case he goes bad.
It's a good read.
Yeah, honestly though, I feel like in tournament games, it's not really as much of a case, but
Well, but with like level 11s, dude, I don't know, man.
well, here's the thing: I educated all my people on protocol, even if I failed
Yeah,
rule
true.
1.
That's true.
I make sure all my team knows protocol, like what it is and everything. I feel like at this point, if Karim enters the tournament, I feel like at this point you should know protocol, or at the very least you should know rule 1. So, if Jeff did prop Zelda, if it was Jeff and Zelda, then yeah, rule 1 would be in play, and that'd be the easiest one to do. So, and even then, I don't think you would. Even then, I kind of told my team, don't hack N1 if you guys are next to each other, because that's going to make Hammer like pretty much very tricky to go about it.
So you've actively discouraged a double Node 1?
I mean,
Only if
you can
only if-
control you can control Hammer no problem if you're next to your partner, because then
Yeah,
you just frame them as an agent.
It just
Well,
takes
yeah,
out
but, like,
3 of 5.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, if you're next to each other and you hack N1, then you're not going to be able to leave Hammer on your other hacker until, like, the final node, because...
No, I mean,
No,
it depends.
obviously.
If you build a case for them to be an agent, then you can be like, I'm comfortable giving this guy the hammer. Like, I know that guy over there is a hacker, but this guy, he seems like an agent right here. So it just depends how you control the conversation. I think.
I'm saying if you and your other hacker are both hackers in N1, then though.
Oh,
If like you guys are
the
next
double
to each other.
N1. That's a
Oh,
different
Ethan
situation.
thinks Rick is a
completely,
hacker.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're next to each other, or if you're like a double N1, if you're not next to each other,
I
that's
mean,
perfectly viable.
No,
Yeah.
no matter what, a double N1 is going to get caught in these kind of games. It usually does. They usually go, we have to just go anti. And I don't blame them, because when I'm in that situation and I feel that N1 is double, I will risk the anti just to get that information.
Oh yeah, that's what I have said too. But then I always do say like with an exception, unless you can get away with it, because there are some people who can like get away with like crazy stuff just by like kind of the reverse psychology thing, where it's like they wouldn't do this. That's a bad play. It's like, yeah, it is. We would never do that. Like,
Yeah.
but
So,
generally speaking, I still recommend against it.
who do we want Hammer for Node 2 if when we eventually get there?
Well, Jeff asked first. So.
I would
you
also
got
like Jeff for continuity's sake. Well, this man has proposed green before, so I should give him a second shot.
I also think
So far it's going a lot bit faster than last game. We have a prop, too.
Yeah, we've pushed through. I
And I watch like a 2-hour and 3.
I kind of want to see Shirley in this node.
Shirley
Surely
definitely
you
came
do.
more live no till, which is usually
Now, these are some bold plays that I see going on here, and like I'm really curious to see how it plays out in the end game.
the reason I would keep Jeff with Hammer is a read that I've been making.
Elda's
recently.
asking some good questions to Shirley. She's trying to engage Shirley.
Whoever makes the first read on Node 1 tends to be agent, and that was Jeff this game.
Evan right now is trying to remove Zelda. That's a good play. Even if someone trusts you, it's not a bad idea to question them.
Trust in this game is not a two-way street.
Nope.
Rick right there with the most bold statement. I'm agent.
That confirms some. Rick's agent, guys. He said so.
He has said the word that highlights itself in green. Agent. So he must be agent.
Yeah, if it didn't highlight, then I'd have some questions, but it highlighted, so yeah, confirmed agent.
Jeff
Wow,
only
going
cares
emo
about
there.
himself. Let's go.
Maybe I only care about myself.
Maybe the node should just be Jeff, and Jeff then.
Edgy Jeff. I walk alone.
Surely, if everyone's complaining about that node 1, they should just do anti, right? Are we not seeing that? Oh,
Jeff likes node 1.
Yeah, I know.
I was
Jeff
thinking
likes
N1 plus
Rick,
2.
Rick wanted to be in node 1, which is why he passed hammer to Jeff. So if everyone is complaining about it, what's so bad with anti?
Ooh, N1 plus 2, giving more info? Debatable.
That doesn't make sense.
It honestly allows hackers to slip in easier doing that, I
You
think.
you can't fit 4 people in a node.
I think you can usually make a good read if node 1's clean or not, based on how people react.
N1 minus 1 plus 2. So 1 person from N1. Just why does no one ever say that?
I agree with you, so I used to be bothered by people saying N1 plus 2 because it literally doesn't make sense. It just
you
doesn't.
Can't have 4 people in a
You
node.
can't have 4 people in a 5-man game in one node. It just doesn't work.
You can try.
You can try
Let's see
all
what's
you
up,
want,
what's
but
up.
You could try and fit
it
them all
ends
in
up
there, they just don't fit.
kicking you out of the node, and then you're just looking like you're fishing on a 3-man node in a 5-man
You
game.
try and fit 4 people in there,
sacrificing
you
the
click
node.
yourself and 3 other people, you get left out, and then you press accept, and then you're not
Mhm.
putting yourself in a node.
Then you're
Exactly.
like, well, I guess I'll just hack myself then.
Hopefully you
Tends
just
to be
get a
low
double
or
then.
another thing.
I guess I'll just leave myself out. Believe in yourself.
I'm just too pessimistic.
That's unlikely. Wow.
Yeah, go fishing for the 3-man node. Let's go.
Hey, I got you, man. I got you.
Oh shit, you right.
I got you, man. I got you.
Oh no. That is
Oh, we've
Oh,
lost Jeff.
that is a yikes.
We have
Right
lost
as Jeff gets past to their turn, they disconnect. That is insane timing right there. Auto propping.
Yikes.
Oh,
Jeff didn't prop Rick, confirmed hacker.
true.
No more
Yeah.
nodes.
Didn't prop Shelley either. Confirm.
Jeff's back.
Hi, Jeff. Welcome. You proposed this.
Okay, well he's back.
Welcome, Jeff, to the Matrix.
Luckily, I was on 1 out of 5.
Yeah, are we just gonna keep running this
Probably.
game?
I mean, it's not like it would just keep. It's just gonna keep passing around anyway. I think.
Yeah, it's not.
Okay,
like
so
an
I don't
awful
think-
state.
I don't think it's
Jeff's not
significantly-
Karim, so Jeff's not Karim, so
Yeah, which is
Karim's not streaming.
why they shouldn't say that at
Shouldn't.
all.
Yeah.
Like that's
I
an
mean-
anonymous break right there if I ever seen
I
one.
mean, nobody else knows Karim isn't streaming though. Only the people here.
Yeah, no
know.
one's technically looking.
But
at this.
anybody that looks at Discord and sees there's 3 out of 5 live, and they're like, "Well, I'm one person that's not that 3. I now know who Jeff is, or
Yeah,
who
but
that other
none of
person
the
is who isn't
Yeah, none of the-
streaming."
none of the
you
player-
know?
None of the other players can see the other streams though. They can't see the other chats.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, they don't know who is.
Oh yeah,
who
wait,
is
that's true.
streaming.
There's not an
And
identity break.
Karim only told me he wasn't streaming in my own team chat, so nobody else knows he isn't streaming.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
technically that's not a
as
rule.
bad as it sounds, really.
Maybe it's a mind game and Jeff isn't someone who's streaming.
Oh,
Nah, because like I
Wait,
said, no
wait.
one would know.
how does Alex see all of them? Isn't Alex in the tournament?
Alex,
That's the
Alex is
commentator
in the
role.
tournament, but she can't see this stream or anything like that. She's probably watching your
Oh,
stream
okay. No, yeah, she is, but that's how she can see.
Oh,
she
she-
can't
Alex
see
is-
them, but
yeah.
she can see them. You know.
on. Right.
Exactly.
I don't like when. I don't
Alex
like what
now
Zelda
banned.
said at all about anyone not getting here. it's just very counterintuitive, I think. Usually after a green N1, you want someone.
Oh, okay. She can just join them and find out. Okay. So you're number one target if anybody ever thinks somebody's cheating, then Alex. Especially if they see you go in there. You can server deafen. Let's go.
Why are you not in? Why are you not here commentating with us? Like, man, if you have the role, just
Huh?
I'm
do
a very
it.
good commentator.
Yeah. I'm only here so I don't get fined.
Shirley's my number one sus.
I like Shirley. I don't understand why no one else in this game likes Shirley.
Shirley's green. They got to be agent.
Yeah, come on, guys.
Yeah, that is
Rick,
true.
Shirley is
Color-
green.
Shirley
therefore
is the
agent.
green. Nice answer from Shirley.
Yeah.
Who's your number one agent? Me. I'm an agent. Other than yourself.
Sandwich is done.
Maybe I'm just
Nice.
annoyed. Maybe I'm just like dumb, but like that just reads agent to me. If someone says me as their number one agent when you ask them.
Yeah. And I
Pretty
like
good, man.
that response too. Like, I don't know, honestly. Like, it's so early in the game. Like, you might not know. You might not have an agent yet.
Yeah, you might have hackers, but maybe not agents. I think that's.
Well, I mean, if you had some hackers, wouldn't by that you would have some agents too?
Oh, hacker's more definitive. If you can definitively pin someone as a hacker,
Yeah, but if you can pin one,
have
then
to-
you
you
have
have to
you have
infer
a
that
pool of
something's
3
fake.
people to pick from, and 2 of them are agents, so you have pretty good odds there.
yeah. That
Like,
you know
the way
that doesn't.
Evan's playing this game.
So Evan proposes Jeff's robot prop. No hacker has the balls to answer me. So true.
Yeah, I think. I don't like if I'm in this game, I would be questioning why Evan has Zelda as a number one agent. I just don't agree with that.
No, Evan likes Zelda over Shirley any day. Is it safe to say that Shirley and Zelda are currently not on the same team?
As a hacker team, no.
I mean,
Well,
if Shirley and Zelda were hackers, they just got absolutely rolled N1 by what
But
happened.
yeah, I don't understand if Zelda and Shirley are hackers, and before Jeff DC'd, it was Jeff, Rick, Evan for no 2, right? That was what Jeff was proposing.
Jeff bot propped Evan and Zelda.
Yeah, but before he did that, he was showing Evan, Rick, and himself, which would mean that Zelda Shirley loses if that goes through. If
Yeah.
Jeff gets hammer.
And they don't seem like as stressed as they should be if that were the case. I don't feel.
Yeah,
like.
I just kind of I don't see them being the 2 hackers, Zelda and Shirley.
Obviously, Shirley has to be agent.
I just don't see how Zelda and Shirley are calm if the winning node is being constantly repropped on node 2. Oh, that is some like just massive cojones, and apparently I should be involved in scrims more.
I mean, I'll be fair here. I've been played by like 2 hackers that like all the agents thought couldn't be on the same team, and then sure enough,
Well, the definitive way to do it is just put Jeff, Rick, Evan in node 2, right? It's the only way you can discredit Zelda Shirley.
all right, Rick's ruling out teams. That's good. He's okay. So if they can rule out, if Rick can rule out more teams with Shirley, then like only one team with Shirley would remain, and then it'd just be about just disproving that one to either confirm Shirley as hacker or agent. Then
Well, yeah. Not definitively, but
Who is
good idea.
Evan said we and not I, and it's bothering Zelda here?
oh, what do you say we about?
I don't know, I missed it. I was trying to look when he first brought it up, but I didn't see it in the chat. It was already gone.
Oh, that's
Well, I mean, okay, that's also weird. Zelda instant passed, but called out Shirley for instant passing. What? It's a little weird, champ.
Yeah, this is a weird game.
Rick also instant passed.
Yeah.
When did we reach 3 of 5? Did I miss that?
Hey, random.
Evan propped 3-5.
So if everyone
Hello.
pops this, then Jeff.
Hello.
Hey, random. We're on honors. We're on honor system, so
Yeah, I got bored of typing. Also, I wanted to confirm my suspicion.
No
so
reveal.
what suspicion would that be? Because we only see agents here.
Yeah.
Well, I had a suspicion, and I wanted to know if it was correct, but I
You were
can't reveal if it
suspicious.
was correct or not.
Yeah, you're suspicious,
Right.
suspicious of Rick being agent. Now you see you were correct.
I am correct. my suspicion was correct.
Mm-hmm.
So
Alex
I like
was
it.
proved
I
right.
like it.
Yeah, we like this.
I'm glad your
Alex is
suspicion is correct.
It's all wrong. Everyone maintains that Zelda is his #1 agent.
It's a strange pass, though, I think.
Well, he clearly defines why he's passed away from Jeff.
I mean, sure. It's just sort of inconsistent with like how he's.
Oh,
been
Jeff's
playing,
matching his bot prop.
Interesting.
He's gone away from Rick, interestingly.
but bot props are
He,
100% agents. Always, they always prop agents.
I think. Well, Rick wasn't in the prop, and we know he's agent.
Oh, that's true. That's true. But
I think
I
Rick's
d-
gonna get hammered here too, because I don't think Zelda's
I
confident
did-
enough in Shirley to pass.
Zelda doesn't pass here. I
No,
don't
I
think.
don't. I don't see Zelda passing here. If Zelda does, then she's got some mad reading skills. No
If Zelda is
particular
Karim, I also think it's even less likely for Zelda to pass.
Zelda has scope to pass because
Yeah, I honestly
there's
don't
no
really know.
chance that Rick keeps Shirley with Hammer.
I don't really know Karim's play style, since I haven't really played with him, or them.
At the same time, though, I feel like it's quite impressive that we haven't been able to definitively pick him out.
That's true.
Because I feel like even if we don't know his playstyle, he would still stand out somewhat as a level
Right.
11.
Well, he might have,
Oh,
gained some levels since.
I feel like it surely is Krim, right?
Okay, Nassim came back and said, "Sorry, I was asleep."
They see him.
The only reason why I think Shirley is it because when Evan was like, "Shirley, who's your #1 agent?" Shirley was like, "Me." That's such a level 11 thing to say.
That is a
Nobody in
level
this
11
tournament
thing
is
to say.
gonna
But it's
say
also
me.
some-
They're gonna be like, "Oh, I think it's like so and so," because that's very common in
I feel like I
scrims
would
and
say
tournament
I
games.
would say me as a meme. If I got asked Node 1, I might say me as a meme, but not Node 2. I don't think I would say it Node 2.
Yeah.
I do think Shirley is Krim. Zelda also said something about cheating.
Yeah.
I think it's a non-level 11 thing to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're at level 11 growing on quick play, you're not gonna.
So here's
You
the
probably
question, does-
you probably
does
haven't even
Shirley
heard the word
pass?
sheeping. When does quick play talk about sheeping? Let's be real.
I mean, Evan
Oh,
could be.
Shirley can pass
Krim as
because
well.
They don't talk about
sheep.
sheeping in quick play anymore.
Okay.
I
Oh, no.
haven't seen it talked about in a long time.
Man,
Oh, yeah.
quick
But
play is
also-
sad state.
You can
Well,
just
just-
shoot
The-
the entire
the-
lot.
I mean,
The only
all the-
times
all
the
the
only
best
times I
players are
played quick
here.
play in the past the only time I played quick play in the past like 4 months was just memeing with friends in parties. So
Yeah, I only did one game in the last 4 months. It wasn't good.
That's why you gotta play Scrims game.
No.
yeah, Kane, play some scrims.
Okay, maybe if the scrim was like Pace, LK, Phil, and Asoy, I would play scrim like that. Yeah.
Thank you, Kane.
Oh, I
Good-
mean,
good
yeah,
luck
John, you
convincing
could,
Asoy
you
to
could come
play.
too.
Good luck convincing
And
Aso
then
to
if
play.
Mystic wanted to be there, we could have a 7-man. I'd let Alex come for
down.
an
7
8.
man.
Down for an
Oh,
8-man
let's go.
mainframe.
Hey,
series.
hey,
Yeah.
Mainframe.
Defeated the most
Mainframe, mainframe.
Spies.
Alex, you are
We gotta do a
strictly number
mainframe
8,
tourney
though,
at some
on that
point.
list.
Sorry, what was
Oh,
that?
if there's a mainframe tourney, I'm gonna be there.
It's gotta be voice too. for
But
me.
like,
Yeah. Oh,
it
I'm
has
definitely
to
playing
be,
mainframe
It has to be
tourney.
7/8, otherwise I won't play it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you can't do mainframe in 5 or 6 and
That's
expect.
what
You
one.
can
I
do
would
mainframe
I
in
would
6.
suck at it.
It's
on
not a good
mainframe
time,
but it'd
though.
be very fun.
It's
It'd be very
so
fun.
It's better for mainframe.
It's fantastic.
You're crazy.
Scripty's the best, dude. Scripty's just a meme.
You can bully people. You can bully people in 6-man mainframe. It's so satisfying to do. It's like cyberbullying, but in a game.
Have you played quick play like ever?
Oh, hey, Luke.
Hey, Luke.
Hey,
Not for a while.
Hello.
I'd forgotten about the tournament today. I was sorting some other stuff. So.
Oh, that's fine. I mean, we did get started earlier today because another pass.
We started earlier. That means that the scheduled person who was supposed to be here slipped in. Not naming any names, but their name begins with C and ends with M. Doxy.
I mean, if we were streaming when he was late, I mean, they might know already.
I have a question, a kind of query. Has anyone ever, with hammer in the tournament, passed while having hammer?
Not
In
yet.
the tournament, no.
Yeah, well, I think
Not
in
this
previous
one.
tournaments, maybe.
Not in
Yeah,
this
I
one,
did
but
previous.
I'm sure it's probably happened at least once.
I'm tempted to just like join a tournament and be in one game just to do that now.
I might
It
have done
happens
it
in
at some
scrims
point.
fairly often.
Last tournament, I might have done it.
I've seen it happen quite a few times in scrims actually.
I believe it. I feel like Pace was the one to do so, just for some reason.
I did it once.
I didn't see.
But I mean, I did it on final node when hackers were next to each other and we'd already won, so it was just a meme. But
I've passed with hammer when I was convinced the person like next to me was 100% agent.
yeah, there have been times where people don't have props and they see an agent next to them and they're like, "I'm just gonna give this to you."
So you have more time, or if you know the agent's better.
Yeah.
Or you think
Gen-
they'll make
generally
a
if
better
you're
choice than
unsure.
you?
What was N1?
Yeah.
N1 was
node
Jeff
one.
Rick.
Jeff Rick secure.
Jeff Frick,
Who
which was
propped that?
officially started
Jeff
by Jeff.
propped it.
Yeah, with Rick clearly being agent, by the way.
Rick is 100% agent.
Yeah, Rick is
Yes.
agent point of views only on the stream.
Yep.
Do we know who any of the people are other than Arsenal?
J-Lo is 100% top left.
Yeah, and we think Shirley
Yeah.
is Kareem,
Yeah.
probably.
And then Shirley is probably Karam. Because Evan asked Shirley who her number one agent was, and she responded, me.
I'm thinking that Rick might be Arsenal because of their chat patterns, but I'm not sure on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know.
Maybe Arsenal.
I don't know
Who
about
is
that one,
Arsenal?
Kane.
Oh, I'm still rusty. Sorry.
So that means between
It's
Evan,
not fine, don't
between
worry.
Evan and Zelda, who's Gellert?
Okay, I know who Zelda and Jeff are.
That's because you've looked.
Yeah, you cheated, so.
Boo,
Yeah.
don't say anything.
Dirty little cheater.
I'm not going to say anything, don't worry, I'm not going to spoil it.
How would I can't believe you would look at the other screen
Yeah,
when
I
Rick is
can't
obviously
believe you
agent.
would.
You don't want to spoil. Why would you spoil the game?
Why would you
Rick is
spoil it
agent.
for
You
all the
can't just go
viewers
look at the other
watching?
screen.
I wouldn't.
That's a
I
fair
don't
point.
even know who they are.
I think Zelda can definitely be green bean the way they like.
That would
Yeah.
make Evan Gellert.
I'm so disappointed that Green Bean isn't green then.
It's
So
very
Shirley
upsetting.
might not be truly agent. Yeah, no one trusts each other enough to leave hammer on the person next to him, so this is interesting.
Luke's now got to rustle up a peas in a pod for green bean.
Quite a long game for Node 2.
Oh, we started late.
Yeah,
This-
for
this
how
game's only been
fast?
going just about half an hour.
Yeah, we're like
And we've reached 3 of
okay,
5.
we started like at
We
around
started, like-
10:20, so we're
We've
like
been on
about-
3 out of 5
Yeah.
for like
But-
Yeah,
15
we've
minutes.
been half an hour.
They actually
been on
got
3
to
of
3 out of
about
5 pretty
8
quickly,
minutes.
which is impressive.
Yeah, that's
Now,
crazy.
now
Yeah.
nobody wants to prop though.
And
Everyone
To
on
be
wants to
fair,
get bad.
though, one of that 3 out of 5 was auto-propped because Jeff DC'd right when Evan passed, which was crazy timing.
Yeah.
But it didn't affect the. I mean, it doesn't affect the game until it gets to 3 of 5 anyway. So it's
Jeff
kind of.
came back and still likes the prop. So it's funny that Jeff and his bot are on the same wavelength.
I mean, we all know agent
As
bots
Jeff has
are
gone away from
always
Rick,
right.
migrated towards Zelda on Evan's thing. That's interesting. Shirley does not like Evan.
so it doesn't look like Evan's gonna get hammered.
Yeah, Evan's not getting hammer.
Evan has
I
been
don't know who-
perceived as very sheepy, and
I don't know who gets hammer here, to be honest.
Possibly Jeff.
How
Jeff
how
may
long have we
somehow-
been on? How
Well,
long
I'm
have we been
right
on
for
3 out of
Jeff.
5?
I
Because I feel
don't-
like we've been here for a while, so I feel like
We've been
hackers
here
aren't next to
about
each other.
9 minutes.
I think it's been 10
Maybe
minutes.
10 minutes.
You know what?
I feel like
I'm-
hackers aren't next to each other.
Do you guys think Zelda's green bean then?
I think so.
I think
That makes
Zelda's,
Evan
I think Zelda's
Gellert.
No, that
Gellert.
would
I
make
think
Evan
Evan's
Gellert, and
I would laugh so hard.
I
if
don't
Jeff
know-
ends up getting
I think
hammered
Evan's green
asking
bean and
for
Zelda.
M2 hammer.
You think Evan's green bean?
Yeah, and Zelda's Gellert.
I think
that's
it's
fine.
more likely Evan Greenbean
Okay,
and
I'm
Zelda
trying to
Gellert.
decide who I'm rooting for.
What about your
You're
team?
not rooting
Oh,
for
it
your
is true.
Well, I don't know who he is. I don't know who I'm rooting
For your
That's
rookie.
for.
You don't know who Greenbean is.
Way to assume
I don't know
intenders.
which one he is.
I mean, I played one game with Green Bean, and from that one game, I think Zelda is Green Bean, but that is just me.
What are you talking about?
I don't
Zotzi's the
remember
one
if
who-
I
No.
played.
I
Docs-
know
What a
Jeff,
play.
Rick, and
Yeah.
Shirley are not green bean. That's what I got.
Yeah,
I mean,
Jeff,
there-
Rick, and Shirley are
yeah,
not
I
Green Bean.
think.
Yeah. We
I
have
don't
no
know
idea
about
who
Jack
Rick
Keller.
is, but
I have no idea. Who
Yeah,
Keller
no
is.
idea who Rick is. Rick
oh
is.
my god. No.
We have
No one
yeah.
knows.
It's just
Rick-
an
Rick,
enigma.
we have
That
no idea.
Interesting, Rick. Interesting.
Oh,
I'm gonna ask chat.
Oh.
very interesting.
Wait,
what I've heard
why
about
would you
Keller-
propose this but leave Hammer on to Evan?
Oh.
Whoa.
That
Yeah, this is definitely
Shirley is
correct.
definitely
This is
correct.
definitely
Oh, Shirley
correct.
is-
Shirley-
That's
Shirley's
right.
absolutely
I think Shirley
correct.
realized
Yeah.
it. I think Shirley
Yeah.
realized it.
the O.
But also, no one was
Yikes.
clapping. So.
But like,
Yeah, but like
Yeah,
the
but-
way
Hackers,
you-
wait,
hackers aren't next
We
to
know
each
what
other,
Evan's.
'cause
We know what Evan's doing.
No,
I didn't
honestly,
mean to do it. Okay, so
Yeah. It's okay.
well,
It's fine. It's level 11.
Oh, he didn't even want to practice.
It's just not. It's,
so-
That's
wasn't even
alright. Well, it's
it
not
wasn't even the
really
part.
alright.
you know, honestly, okay. So I'm gonna go with a big brain theory here. If Evan and Shirley are a pair, this could be like a way to like get Hammer on the hacker without like making it too obvious that like you automatically trust your hacker buddy. Like you probably like then say it's an accident. That way your hacker gets Hammer, but it doesn't make it look like you're just giving your hacker Hammer if you don't trust
Yeah.
him.
still wouldn't recommend that play.
It's still not a great play, is it?
But it doesn't give away immediately give away your
I almost guarantee Shirley probably won't be in this prop. Probably won't be
Won't-
in N3 and
no,
might not be
no
in N4.
3. Yeah, this is gonna be.
Jeff back to N1+1.
But there's actually not that much. Kind of, it's a misplay on Shirley's part, but I don't think it's that bad if Evan goes with what he's wanted all this time, which is left.
Evan's gonna do N1+. Oh,
Yeah, left side.
Oh.
Let's go.
Evan's propping the bot.
He's wanted this.
Rick's
this
Yeah.
whole
agent
time.
Yeah,
is a mistake.
This is
Well,
a mistake.
that's a hack node since
Watch
Rick
it secure.
ain't in
Watch it secure though. Anyway.
Yeah.
Watch it just
Rick
secure.
is-
Ooh,
Man.
double. Could be a double.
yeah.
What
Wait,
if it's just
Protofill.
single bluff?
Protofill, very possible.
I mean, if you single bluff here, I would have to say you would be the level 11, but they're not in the node, so you can't single here.
Guys, keep pretending there's a hacker in the node for the stream.
The game's already over. 3 node win.
Yeah.
Yeah,
three
it's
So
nodes.
node
over.
3 gets hacked. Ah. Imagine putting 4 people in the node.
Ooh, another blunder by Shirley. Not good.
You hate to see it.
Alright,
And before
while
N2 was hacked.
while they
What?
discuss
It got hacked.
N3 for like 30 minutes, I'm gonna go get coffee.
I'm so surprised. Oh my
I'll be
god.
back.
Mate,
What
you
the
should
hell?
I was
Oh my God.
wrong. No
I
node
do
3
not
win.
believe this. I am just in utter disbelief by these turn of events.
Kane will be right back. Meanwhile, here's an ad. Da, 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 da.
Tired of not being able to catch hackers? Get the admin. As admin, you will have the ability to see all the hackers in a game. Note, admins are not responsible for potential nuking at the end after a 3 clean notes. By the admin today.
I just want to go back to say, remember when I liked Shirley? It sort of looks like
Like that, the green is becoming a bit more yellow now.
Yeah. I mean, I
I'm
feel
not-
like they're probably gonna consider them weak agent at some point, but
Yeah,
it's not gonna
like, I
happen
feel like-
now.
N4 and N5. I think the play for hackers here, if they're able to, is to hack N3.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
You
yeah, I
definitely
think
put
N3 is
them in
super
hack
strong.
now.
Yeah, because I don't think they'd be able to catch Shirley's. If Shirley's age, I don't think they'd be able to catch it in time. Yeah, that was the case.
I think like the perfect node for hackers is whoever the hacker was in node 2, like sheeps one of the other node 2 people into propping them N2 -1, and they just get a free hack. That'd be like literally perfect for hackers, but
Dude,
it'd
if
be
you
dumb.
ever prop to my hacked node 2 on node
It's
3, I don't know
pretty
what
bad.
the hell you're doing. Like,
Pretty
I've
bad.
seen it multiple times at like the scrims I've been in where people will prop that or show that or it just drives me crazy. No
I think
reason.
it's okay if you're hovering 3 people, but you can't just be propping 2 from it too.
Just remember,
I mean,
Zelda is Evan's #1 agent. So Jeff hacked that node. There's no reason to believe that Enter is double.
I noticed channel 3 for stream game didn't have the team name, so I just quickly put that brackets.
Thank you.
into it.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay,
John,
look at-
John was
he's
too
so
lazy to
helpful.
change it.
I didn't realize that I would be the one to change it.
I think you're supposed to, but it doesn't really matter that much.
Yeah, I forget I have the role to change the channel.
Yeah, we
names.
gave you the power to, but like it wasn't required or anything.
Yeah, like I've done it before. I just for some reason I forgot.
Yeah, I think Pivot was the first one to do it, and then I just kind of also did, or someone else also did it, and then I also did it.
What was node
I mean,
2?
it doesn't really
Note
matter that much anyway,
Note two was-
because if you're
Node
in
2
the
was
team that's
Evan,
using
Jeff,
the channel,
Zelda by Evan by Evan.
Yes.
Evan, Jeff, Zelda by.
Evan.
So Rick wasn't in node 2?
No, he was not.
No.
Wow.
If I'm in Rick's shoes right now, Shirley is not most hacker. Evan is. Evan is most hacker. Everyone has been saying
Yeah.
that Evan is sheeping Zelda, which like I'm looking at it and I'm like, yeah, looks about right. So Zelda agent, and then between Jeff and Shirley, Jeff is probably your third agent.
All right. What'd I miss?
Because Shirley left Evan.
You haven't missed
All the
much.
plunder.
Nothing really
What,
happened.
Sherman Discord link? Yeah, I can do that.
I'll be right back.
And everyone can join in the Discord.
Ooh, I like that suggestion actually, Plimpton. Actually, I'll note
Yeah.
that down right now. That's a small thing that could probably easily be.
Jeff is getting way too much information in this game.
Clemson,
I
what the fuck? What happened
I
here?
think what Jeff is saying right now in Rick's spot like has to read his agent. It just has to.
I accidentally left. Were you here the whole time, Plimp?
What?
But he's been here for like 50 minutes.
I've been here for a while.
I was at
I was
Plimp.
here on node 3 out of 5. At 3 out of 5 on node 2. I accidentally archived 2 emails. I do not want those archived. Here we go. I still have that document where I note down a lot of changes that could be done for MINDNIGHT and that UI change is a good one. So I'm gonna note that down.
Sounds like we have a gamer game in this voice.
Oh, that's Pace is like the loudest keyboard.
Oh, sorry, that's me. That's
Oh.
me. My keyboard is
I have,
nowhere near
I have
my-
a really loud. I have a
I-
really loud keyboard too.
I know
Can you hear
people
this?
who have got their cameras literally licking their keyboard, and you'll hear nothing. My mic is far at the back of my wall, and my keyboard is down on my desk, quite close to me actually, away from there, and it's still basically painfully loud, and I don't get why.
You tried to
I have
reduce
a really
your
loud
gain.
keyboard too, so I don't understand it either.
Reduce your gain. That might help.
There's nothing satisfying about a loud keyboard. Oh, Rick said something.
No, that is 100% true. That is the number one read Rick should have.
Yeah.
Like, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Like, multiple
Yeah.
people at
Yeah,
this
yeah,
point have referred to Evan
Too
cheating
dang.
Zelda, which makes Zelda
But I
Asian.
can-
Honestly, I didn't think the word
Did
dank would
Arsenal
get
say
to this
too
tournament,
dank?
but it just made it.
Apparently.
Yes, Arsenal said too
What
dank.
the fuck? Is he okay?
I don't
Sure.
think so.
Dude,
Surely
Arsenal's been
already
going
fucking
crazy
seen.
with the emotes, too.
This seems like such a different game than like last time we saw him play.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
I think he's gotten into it a bit more. Probably like back.
How do you know who
I mean,
Arsenal
last
is?
time he was hacker, and this time he's agent. So
True.
Yeah. We thought he was agent last time, but I guess he was hacker. I don't know what went wrong there.
yeah. But this time he's definitely agent.
Yes. As far as we know.
For stream integrity, he is an agent.
Evan just fortunately blowing his cover by sheeping, so that early too. Not, not the.
I honestly don't like this from the.
Surely accept. Oh, Shirley. Oh, I hope you're not Karim.
What did Shirley accept?
Oh
I'm
no.
100%
Shelley just
positive
accepted
Shirley's green.
Rick Shirley.
But Shelley said
okay
she
though,
likes it
yeah.
because
That's alright. It was her prop.
she's screwed.
Yeah.
Like, I would have liked it more if Jeff would have proposed it to. I really would have. Because Evan
Well,
was always
He
going
asked for a hammer on N too, so.
It's really weak to say that Shirley kind of misplays and gives Evan hammer and no two. That's like a completely just weaker reason.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on if Rick has a lot of info.
I think it'll take a minute, but that should bring out the Discord link whenever somebody does that. Oh wait, no. There we go. Now it'll work. Okay, maybe in a little bit. In a little bit, it'll work.
Just a little bit.
Nightbot's just nervous.
Yeah, it's a new command, so Nightbot wants to make sure they get it right.
Yeah.
It's okay, Nightbot. I believe in you.
You can do it, Nightbot.
Hey,
Bah.
there we. Nope, never mind. That's
No, that's the wrong
I
one.
thought it was it.
That's the
I
wrong
jumped
one.
the gun.
Yeah,
Um,
I
Well,
Well,
Night-
see, it's not a command though. It's a 2-for-1. It's a command and a like timer.
I
Oh.
don't think anyone sees Evan as agent in this game.
Oh, I see what I did wrong. I have to
Yeah.
make that command.
Yeah, you have to implement the command.
I thought that did that for.
I think Jeff's starting to read Evan as hacker here.
I think
When-
everyone is.
When exclamation point Tourney.
Hello, Zoe.
someone just pinged me in another server, and their entire message was at everyone, and that was the entire message.
Everyone, look at me.
Just, look
I
at
still
me.
find it funny how often people do that in the MINDNIGHT Discord. How many times people will join and try using the at everyone ping, not thinking maybe in a server with
Maybe-
over 7,000 members, there would be something
You would
in place to
turn.
prevent that.
Yeah, you might turn everyone off.
Yeah, it'd be pretty bad if it hadn't been done.
There are
7,000 people
There are
there.
1,600 people currently online on the MINDNIGHT Discord server.
Way more than in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. By a
That is
factor of,
true.
Oh. Thought
Ooh,
Rick was
actually,
gonna have
that's-
balls for a second.
There we go. So you can force it, and every hour it'll spam similar message to that.
every hour.
Every hour.
Where's the bot?
Every hour.
Only 100 people will be able to use that link, though. So.
Is it not permanent?
I made it 100 uses. That
Oh.
way, like, you know.
So let me just
I
click
don't.
it 10 times so it just goes away.
It's the max, right? Oh no, there is no limit. I didn't see that, but like, you know,
I
I'd
don't have
rather.
access to this link.
Never.
You're literally in the Discord, John.
Oh, right.
Like, I don't think you need to worry about
It's-
clicking it.
Oh my
Yeah, I
god.
don't think
I think
you
you're
need the
safe.
invite link. I think you're fine.
Yeah.
John just wants
You're
to be
sa-
saved again.
Yeah, he just wants to make
You're-
sure he's in.
He wants to pull a JLo and have his account twice in the Discord.
There we go.
Hey, John,
The army of Jacksons.
that's why my official social media name is usually just another John because there's so many Johns around.
Yeah.
All the jump.
Yep.
All right.
It had to be captain for Steam. It had to be captain for Steam because apparently there were too many other Johns. So I just like something that sounds like maybe a Mask of Light reference someone might get.
Not only were there too many Johns, there were too many other Johns.
That's the thing. There are too many just another John. So it's
So you had to be yet another John.
Yeah, yet another John.
Yeah,
That's
but-
what you should have done.
Another goddamn John.
Too many Johns.
yes, but right now
More
I can be the
John.
captain of all these Johns now.
Oh, that's true.
I
You
am-
have
I
you
am
have
the true-
command.
That's
You
right.
have command.
28 days later, 2 Horde of the Johns.
I come from a long line of Johns. My name is John the 26th.
Yeah. Even the women in our family are named John.
Our children, John. They
Here-
will
There's
learn.
John Jr., John Jr., Jr.
Wait.
Eventually, you get to the point. Eventually, you get to the point where the last names also become John, and then you just have John, and it's just a mess.
Here
Because
we
everyone's
have
name
No,
is
it's
the
our,
only
same.
John. No, it's like
Here-
Beyonce. It's only John.
here
It's just
we have
John.
our pet cat, John the Fluffy.
This is John,
the
John,
Fluffy.
son of John.
Son of
Johnson, son of John.
Son of John, son of Jonathan.
Well, I really like that idea, Plimp. That is such a good idea. The little like colored dots next to the node, so anybody watching can
It
just be
is.
like,
It's a
"Oh,
very good
that's
idea."
exactly who was in that
That's
node."
exactly
It's
what I'm
also
saying.
it's also nice in game if I forget because I do that way too often.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You have to
I-
hover.
Yeah, and you
I've
don't have
noted
to
it down.
hover.
Yeah, I've
Yeah, you
noted
can
it
just
down in
look.
my little document where I note down little potential changes, especially if we're going to be able to have Ivan helping code in some stuff, some small stuff. That would definitely be feasible.
I mean,
we
I
could
can't
even
imagine
have
it would
some
be the
kind of-
biggest task in the world.
I can imagine some kind of indicator going on top of the node that would indicate who proposed it, and then the dots that show who was in the node.
Just have it like tint, I guess.
You know what? I actually have one actually. Maybe like below the hammer counter, you have like a message of like who would be like getting hammer like currently.
Current hammer.
Yeah, like
Person.
where's hammer landing on? Because I know people have trouble counting. So like,
Yeah. I mean, counting is really hard. Let's be honest.
We have a proposal. It's Shirley again.
oh Shirley, oh this is
Shirley likes Nancy.
See, I would suggest putting the hammer above the player's character, but then you run into issues like the cloning vat, where it reaches the max height. So
Oh,
you have it quite high above hammer, and that could risk going into the interface of where Evan is, and reach going into the timer zone.
Oh yeah, no, I was talking about like below the counter actually. Like hammer on position.
Yeah, under 1 out of 5. Just have a little
Maybe.
like a hammer, like have the hammer emote, and then just a person.
Maybe some kind of coloured ring around the hammer node. That way you see the colour to represent it.
Oh yeah, colored ring would be really good.
Yeah.
You can't make
Like
it green or
something
red though.
maybe, because like, oh, you can't make it.
Purple, blue.
You can't make it red because new players would just go.
Oh, true. You
You
could
could
do,
just
like,
have hammer change color to
yellow.
who it would, the color it would land on if it didn't.
I mean,
The multi.
the number flashes yellow, so I guess yellow would make sense.
Yeah, yellow
You could
would
also
be
just have it be white. That would just also work because white isn't a
True.
color of person either. So that
It's
would-
used in grey and is the base for some skins as well. Not to
Right.
mention
Oh, that's true.
white isn't that clear to notice anyway, which is why I suggested it would change the color based on who currently has hammer instead.
Yeah,
Because
that's. I think
will
that would.
always
Oh
have-
right, just match the player color.
Exactly. Someone would always have hammer in the end, no matter how many no teams rejected your
Yeah.
ads.
Yeah.
Would you guys
No one else
ever
is joining.
consider playing in a tournament that
Hi,
doesn't
Jeffrey.
have a hammer?
No.
No, please. Kane,
It would only
we already
be- it
had
would
a
be a-
2-hour
It would be a
game. We're not
quick
having a
tournament,
5-hour
okay?
game.
It would be a quick tournament, okay? There wouldn't be that many games.
You just have to have. You just have to set a timer for each node.
Oh, it wouldn't be that
At
many
that
games.
point.
It wouldn't be
Oh,
that
you know
many
what?
games, but like if you play in
Okay,
one,
Max,
it could
you just
be a
have a-
long one.
Okay, but
It
I
could
would
be
only.
like a 24-hour game.
It
too.
could be.
You'd have to be like. You'd have to be like max. You'd have to be like max 1 hour per node, otherwise.
No,
I-
that's
I
the
think
thing.
you
You
just
don't
make
want
your
a
own
tournament with
unofficial-
them.
Everyone is here.
I just
Just
imagine
have them
that
go
nap time
forever.
After, like node 2.
Yeah.
Just put your own official, unofficial rule in. You have to accept the first team proposed, and it must be proposed within the first minute.
It says no.
No,
You know what? You know what? No, like a game, but like no passes. Everyone has to prop.
That's just quick
or
play.
it's literally like a
Just go play
merry-go-round
quick play then.
where you spam pass until the 1 minute ends, and whoever randomly gets it gets hammer.
Everyone just disconnects and the bots play the
Hammer
game.
hot potato.
I like how Rick is playing this. He's getting a lot of information from people.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we
It's
have
also getting
Lex in the
cropped a
chat. He
lot.
says it's Jeff
Yeah,
Shirley.
I mean, he just looks like #1 agent at this point.
yeah, I think so.
Of course he's agent. We know he's agent.
I think Rick has the right prop in his POV as well, which was Zelda and Jeff.
Yeah. Is that 2 from and 2 though?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
spies!
not
I'm
very-
so glad that you find. I'm so glad somebody finally
Oh my
noticed
God,
spies. And I'm
that's
glad
not
that you're
there, is it?
talking about.
Oh my god.
So like, it was already created in the community. I didn't create it. It's not my word. I found it in the community already.
What is?
It was in the announcements for the original dates of all the games.
Was it?
Oh, he's saying he'd like to add the word
found it yet.
Montly. Because
Oh,
I
did
realized
wrong?
I spelled it wrong in the first stream. I put monthly, but when I looked at the like dates, it said it was the Montly tournament. So I thought, oh,
Wait, where? Hold on,
Oh,
where?
yeah. So I was like, oh, I'm an idiot. It's not a monthly tournament. It's a Montly tournament.
So we have Motley, Master Bader, and
Explaining.
I'm not
Fuel.
putting Master Beta because that wasn't in
Explaining
mentioned.
is the best one. That
Yeah,
is
it's the
the
Tri-Montly tournament. It's a three Montleys.
Tri-Mont.
In the regular now?
You have to earn all 3 Montleys if you want to win. Yeah, it's like,
Oh my god, I'm fixing
hey
that.
everyone, here's the
You know what-
Tri-Montly tournament.
Dude, I did that at
See-
like fucking 4 a.m.
see,
I don't want to hear anything.
me and all the other
No, but
Johns
you
would,
can't
like,
change it. It's been there
play the
forever.
Motley.
And I have a
Change it.
screenshot of it, so like you literally
It's okay,
can't
I'm
escape
changing
it.
So like,
you can remind me of it, but I'm changing it because that's gross.
so yeah, me and
Especially since I'm the fucking grammar Nazi here.
not seaman.
No.
Oh no. That's an instant demote if that happens.
Explanny is the best one. That is the OG.
That was used in
Oh,
a
it's funny, it's fucking
game.
hilarious.
That was used in
Spies
Scrim
was
the other
discussing it
day.
yesterday. Yeah, he's saying it yesterday.
No, nothing tops Nassim.
Oh, that was
and the
actually
fact that
Spies. Okay, nice.
And the funny thing is how Nassim never noticed the name change until like 2
Oh
days
my
later.
god, I didn't even realize that's the joke in the name either. Oh my god, I'm
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I was waiting for anybody to notice it. I didn't want to like, oh, look at my funny joke.
It took me long enough to realize there was a username change. And
Oh, I hate to interrupt, but we have a Node 3 hammer.
Oh, wow, thank you. I was not looking.
Whoa. Yeah.
Node 3 hammer.
Oh, I have a question for you guys. If either of these people were a hacker, do you think a hack here would be good?
Yes. Yes.
I don't
Oh,
think
I-
anyone,
I-
that
This
no
would
one
be a
has, no one would get the
fantastic
agent
hack.
team in time.
This would
Be
stuff
a
info
great
so
hack.
hard for agents.
No,
You have to hack it.
no, this would be a
No,
bad
you
hack.
gotta hack.
No, you hacked
gotta
it.
hack this.
You hacked
That
it.
would be bad.
Because I think
No
Rick
one-
and Zelda were most agent, right?
Well, if you
Debatable,
make
but-
Shirley Zelda, if we're a hacker and you make Shirley agent to Zelda.
The thing is, though, I don't think Rick and Zelda would like be able to see all the other agents though in time. So I think a hack here would be good.
I
also
think
think
if
it's
we're watching
not-
hacker point of
I
view,
would
we hack
not
it.
want to hack this.
This is gonna get
Finally.
secured, but it should get hacked. in my opinion.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Annoying. Annoying. We can't say that. That's rude.
Yeah, why are you guys like acting like you know what's
Wait,
gonna
hold on.
happen?
Wait. Oh, of
I mean,
course.
I'm making a
I-
guess.
either-
Like I thought.
Wow.
either version.
I mean,
Rick's our
took a
main
while,
guy,
you know?
okay?
I'm making a
I mean,
guess.
hey,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
took a
Zelda
while.
might have been debating. We never know.
Yeah,
Hold on, I
that's what
gotta
I mean.
double check something. You didn't see the result of that, did you? Like the actual what he chose, like what he was.
Oh well, we know what he chose because the node is clean. So
Oh yeah, true.
The stream.
But do you know
Kane
his
has
actual
blockers
role?
on his. Kane has blockers on his stream, so you can't.
Right,
you can't
okay.
see it.
That's why I wanted to think carefully because I didn't want to make sure I said anything wrong because I wasn't sure. Because I only just realized. Wait a minute. Every game we've been watching, wouldn't we have figured out who it is just by seeing the buttons?
Yeah,
Yeah, no, he has
Yeah, no,
blockers.
he blocked.
I have big brain.
Okay.
He's a tried and true vet with the blocker.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did it for the first tournament and the second tournament that I played
no,
in.
honestly,
and
I don't
my
know-
stream had no idea what role I was in my very first game, and I hacked Node 1
Dude,
and
I felt
framed
so betrayed that
framed
game.
Gemma. Like, yeah, and the whole chat was just like, "What? He's a hacker? What?" Like,
Yeah, I think I remember
funny
someone
part-
talking about that before. Like, I remember getting told that someone did a stream, and they basically played it as if they were agent the whole
Mhm.
time, and their entire stream never realized it.
yeah,
The
that would
funny
be the
part
first
was-
game of tournament 1.
okay, so we now about hit the 1 hour mark for the game, I believe. So we are halfway
Yeah.
through matching
Sorry.
the. We're halfway through matching the playing of what?
Are you mod abusing?
No, I'm just getting rid of the evidence of spies maybe accidentally making racism. I'm sorry, alright, I just had to do it.
Accidentally making racism.
Yes,
I was-
accidentally.
Accidentally racist. Sorry, guys.
Oh no, I'm racist again. Oh,
Just accidentally happens from time to time, you know.
Subdue it! No, don't do it!
I'm gonna say the N word.
Lex, you don't have to frame Gemma, lol. Actually, I did that the other night too. You know, what a callback. We were playing mainframe, and I like totally just railed into Gemma a bit. I felt really guilty about it.
So
That's what
Jeff
she
thinks
said.
it's Shirley and Evan.
Kane railed into Gemma confirmed.
No, definitely not. Oh.
Really good.
Plunk! Thank you for the follow, buddy. Welcome
I best to
here.
just move on.
Yeah, like honest, no, not in a million years.
The addition of it felt really good, just like.
No, I felt really guilty.
Oh, wait.
I didn't
Even
feel good about
worse.
it. I felt guilty, man.
I just
Even
saw
worse.
Yeah, I had remorse.
Just seeing the meme channels funny.
Will it go wrong though? Bet? Is this really like Arsenal? Like I know we're watching Arsenal, but does Arsenal really talk this way? What the fuck?
Wait, what do you mean we're watching Arsenal? We're watching Rick.
I just saw the meme of the Discord.
I
Rick
don't
is-
see the name
Rick is our
Arsenal
only fan.
anywhere.
Man, that
Rick
is
is
so
our only
good.
friend.
Huh?
That is.
Am I the only one confused by the way he's talking though? Like what the fuck?
I mean,
I think he let his like brother get on his PC or something.
it is.
He's
it is
he's
weird as
talking like I
agents,
would
but-
talk, Node 1.
No, but like Arsenal doesn't
This
say
is a great
they.
game.
Mine Night streams
And,
be
like-
like.
Dang. Arsenal
Yeah.
doesn't say
It's great. I love
So
it.
good,
Maybe,
so good.
maybe
That's
he's doing
pretty good.
it
It's really
harder to read,
wonderful.
so nobody knows he's Arsenal by changing the way he speaks.
Maybe that's possible, or maybe he just changed how he spoke.
I mean, that's the way to play it. That's the point of making this all anonymous, so you can't figure out who's who.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, Shirley and Evan didn't really have much objections to N1 plus N3, if that implies anything.
Well,
Uh,
Evan did say like, "What's your plan for this one so that you attack?"
do we have that, Asoid? Does anybody have a DN update for us? Anybody anybody here have a DN update?
What's a DN?
These nuts.
Yeah, you really felt
Got
that
him!
one, didn't
You
you?
really won for that one. You really won for
Over.
that one.
I mean, look, I got Kane on the Gemma thing, so I guess it's balanced.
All I'm imagine is you're just
Balance
laughing
is
maniacally. You
everything.
pull the gun to your own head and then fire it while you're laughing.
Just joking.
The cost
Alright,
of
who's in here now?
Oh, I hate my life.
Clump keeps coming and leaving.
I have to
Yes.
go. I have things to do.
That's
Okay.
alright,
taking off.
we enjoy you
Yeah,
being
thanks
here.
for stopping by.
Thank you for
Thank
stopping
you.
by.
Alright, bye,
here.
Alex.
Have a good one.
Right,
Check
I'll
out the
see you.
box,
I
see
was
who
I
wins.
was expecting this game
Yeah.
to start, and it would be an hour and a half before I had to go, but I guess not.
It took a while to
Anyway.
start.
But
Yeah,
someone,
it did
yeah.
Someone's team member failed to show up.
I think
on
he's
time.
asleep.
Yeah,
he's
I think he's just asleep.
Oh yeah, he
Our
ain't
team is
waking
asleep.
up.
He was up really late in his defense.
Yeah, right. Anyway, I'm
I mean,
gonna
he had
go.
to work
Bye.
At like
See
8
ya.
a.m.
See you, Alex.
Yeah, exactly. He would have been exhausted. Bye.
Oh,
Oh,
stream.
stream.
Okay,
Oh.
we're good. We're good.
No,
Hey.
we're back. We're back.
Asoid,
Alex
Lex,
was the only reason the stream was being held together.
Asoid, Lex
really
wants an
quickly
LB
about-
update from you. Can you help him out?
Interesting.
Thanks for asking.
It's just the faint giggle in the background. Yeah. Who wants to ask it?
I feel like I have like a cackle sometimes. It's like depending on the joke.
I do love playing this game without, worrying about meta and protocol. By playing that way when we did like a blind hackers game in the custom with just 5 people, we got a double hack on node 1. It was fucking hilarious.
You-
How the fuck do you not know, bro?
Oh
I
no, I
didn't
know
get accused
it.
of that.
I'm
I
playing
don't
blind
understand
hacker.
what you're.
I know it.
I
I
know
know
it,
it,
but
but
I
I
did
choose
after
not
the
to
game.
think about it. But I also choose not to think about it. I find it more fun that way as well. Makes it way more fun to not worry about it. Just make it guess rather than guarantee.
I noticed that like after I started playing MINDNIGHT, when I tried to play the Resistance IRL, it was like a really rough time because like in my deep down I really wanted to play it just like MINDNIGHT, but since it's a party game, you really can't do that. It's not meant to be as serious or anything. So I was like, I can't like make up some kind of protocol. I have to completely like just play normally. It's wild.
So you don't get to. You show if you're a hacker. You know who your other hacker is, right?
In Resistance?
Yeah.
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 it was
So
probably
you'd sort of work. It just kind of depends if you're not the proposer.
Well, I remember what like we decided for our meta or whatever in high school. It was like when you open your eyes to like see the other like spies is what they're called. You'd like hold up a number on your finger to like say whether you'd like fail the mission first or second or third or whatever. That's what
Sounds like werewolf.
we came up with. Yeah, it's kind of like Werewolf. It's literally MINDNIGHT, but like IRL. That's what MINDNIGHT was based off of. And instead of like hackers, there's spies. Instead of agents, there's resistance members.
All that reminds me of is that game sometimes you do as a kid in class, where like one person's chosen to be like the killer, the blinking killer, and one person's got to be the detective to find out who it is. They step out of the room, everyone confirms who the blinker is, and that they come back in, and then they just, every time they blink at someone, the person dies on the floor or something.
Oh
you know?
yeah, I remember that.
We did that in my fucking college, actually, funnily enough, as a kind of icebreaker. When I got blinked, I completely intentionally just collapsed full power onto my desk and down on the floor. Chair falling over everything. People were actually worried I hurt myself over it.
Oh.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Why did he pass and force the problem?
Jeff's.
Jeff just disconnected right now.
No, but he
Oh,
passed
Evan passed
after.
after.
Yeah,
Well, he had
It
like
was-
seven,
it was
he had
pretty-
7 seconds left. He was.
it was pretty quick succession.
Well, I thought he had. I
Shouldn't
thought he
Jeff
had.
have auto pass then?
Oh, Jeff's back.
Doesn't someone auto pass if they DC?
No, not if they've selected someone. If they've selected someone, they
But
change.
he hadn't selected anyone because Evan passed to him after, so he should have just auto passed.
I think you're right. Yeah, he must have done something then.
No, Evan passed after.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Evan,
like,
Evan
Jeff
passed.
DC'd, then Evan passed, and then he auto prop.
Two, one.
Jeff is ready for it. Jeff wants it.
That could
Well,
have been
that was
his
his
bot,
bot
unfortunately.
accepting.
Yeah, I think that was bot.
That was his bot saying yes.
Yeah.
Is he like back?
No, I'm evil.
Oh, okay. I really need to go grocery shopping.
So I've had a friend for
Ooh,
over a
I like
year,
that Jeff said that.
and I've never
Very
known they
agent.
had a horse. Why am I only finding this out now? We've known each other for nearly 2 years, and she doesn't tell me she has a horse over this time.
You don't reveal horses on first meet.
Well, we're close friends, like close as shit, and I didn't know she had a fucking horse. I'm like, I feel like a bad friend now.
Sound like you've had a mare.
Get out. We know surely Rick can't be hackers together, says Evan.
Yeah, because
Yep.
M2 was top left.
Yep.
Yeah.
So is Shirley been ruled out as hackers with Rick and Evan by 2 different people then?
Well, Rick Shirley isn't possible.
Surely Evan hasn't been ruled out.
I thought Zelda said like Shirley. I don't know.
Zelda said surely Rick is a possible combo. Zelda
Yeah.
slipped up.
I've seen a few
Yeah.
people, and I saw Evan Shirley basically being.
Zelda's dying after that too. That's not very good.
No, it's not.
I don't think Zelda gets propped
Because
anymore.
that's a pretty big mistake.
Yeah, and to not even acknowledge it is pretty bad. I think it's okay to make the mistake if you come out and go like, oh, I wasn't paying attention to the nodes or whatever. Like that's more okay than just like ignoring it.
I'm wondering if I'm going to cook some fried rice for dinner tonight.
That's alright.
Maybe I will.
Jeff.
I
doesn't
would be,
like
I would be really sad if it's Zelda Shirley. 'Cause Zelda Shirley sort of should have lost no two.
I don't think Zelda Shirley would make sense. They're both like pretty
That's what I'm
fast.
saying. It's like no
Yeah.
two would have been Evan.
They wouldn't have lasted this long. Someone would have figured it out. I think like it's not
Just-
Zelda Shirley because one of them at least is seeming agent enough for.
If it's not Zelda Shirley and it's categorically not Rick Shirley, does that make Shirley more agent than Zelda?
I don't know. I think if you're viewing it as like a new player, like this person is new, I think as a new player, Shirley seems more agent. But I think if you don't take that into consideration at all, Zelda seems more agent.
You know,
No. Does an experienced player mess up by saying it could be Rick Shirley?
Sometimes, yeah, we've seen experienced players mess up a lot of times.
The game goes on long enough that you just forget things, which are
Yeah. This is pretty surprising, though. They've only been doing Node 3 and Node 4, and it's only taken them 34 minutes. So that's pretty fast for 2 nodes. Because, like, Jeff propping this, it's going to get propped, so...
this
I
game
think
is just
Zelda
over an
won't
hour
pass.
long. We've reached halfway
I
through.
think Shirley's been popping a lot too.
Shirley pushed
Yeah,
it
I
through
saw
Shirley.
Shirley putting some early props out.
Yeah, Shirley popped twice on the 3.
It's
That's
gonna
the
depend on-
It seemed like N3 they were deciding.
whatever N4 is going to depend on what Zelda does. If
Jeff,
she
Jeff
trusts
wants,
Rick
Jeff
enough
wants,
to.
Jeff wants N1 plus N3.
Zelda
Yeah,
wants this prop.
Yeah,
Shirley
so
can't
Zelda
get-
probably won't.
I think everyone in this prop wants this prop.
Shirley can't get in Node 4, otherwise everyone's in Node. That's more than likely hacked. There's no way Shirley gets in Node 4.
What's odd is that like a couple people were considering
Oh.
Shirley agent, but Shirley still isn't
Yeah.
being propped at all.
Oh, so
This-
Rick has
That's odd.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
wasn't
this-
surprising. They were all on board with this.
I think this is just objectively the best prop.
Yeah,
this is
it
the-
really
Yeah.
is.
But I wish they were looking into like a couple people were saying, oh, I think I need to consider the Shirley's agent or whatever, and then they just didn't shadow her
Oh,
ever.
the
Oh,
only
I
reason
mean,
you
this
can't,
is
you can't
so
put Shirley in.
beautiful.
You can consider it, but this is just like
Yeah, you
like
can
the right prop
but
call
you
for
still
if they're
shadow.
giving-
I think the other prop. I don't know.
You can't put Shirley in.
I
There's,
don't really
there's
expect
no
that
way
much.
you can put Shirley in with anyone other than Evan. And you think
like
Evan-
it's just like they've been saying their combos. They don't show like their multiple shadows. They just say their combos.
I don't think
Right.
Rick should listen to Evan as much as he sounds like he is, but considering how in the shitter Evan is for trust.
Yeah, definitely
I mean,
seems like
Evan-
Rick's just
Evan
trying to
with-
get a read on Evan.
I think Rick has been openly considering everyone, which
Yeah.
is
Well,
really, really good.
there's no way you can put Shirley in, because if you put Shirley in with
Other people
Jeff or
watching.
Zelda, it doesn't
No, if you don't
confirm
go
Evan
bottom
to be.
left here, you're not
Yikes.
getting propped on 5.
Yeah.
You can't put Shirley in. Shirley just can't go in.
It's okay.
You don't
Jeff.
trust Evan to. It has to be left side. It has to be a combination of the two men nodes.
Literally, if all the people don't prop out, or if Rick doesn't prop bottom left, he's not getting into.
I don't exactly
matter
like
what.
Shirley Evan as hackers, but I can't put either one of them in Node 4.
Mhm.
I
It's just
just
the fact that he was constantly showing bottom left, and if he doesn't stick with it, he looks really bad.
Yeah.
At this point.
Well,
Well, I don't know though. I don't know because you could like. Because here's the thing: if you actually consider
Oh.
other options and
Oh,
like bring
wait,
it up,
what's he doing there? I was gonna.
yeah,
No.
I
I
thought he
think he
would.
needs to go Zelda.
Please go. Yes.
Yeah, that had to be prop. Like, I mean, it's just so like obviously the best prop from his POV. Like, especially with how much everyone was saying how Evan was sheeping Zelda, and Evan just didn't have a good reason. to be propping
I really don't
Does
like
that mean
the
a
idea of Shirley Evan as being hackers, but I don't see anywhere else. this
I
prop as
don't
being-
say anything else that's a better prop personally.
Yeah, that's the problem. I just don't see Shirley Evan as.
So
gonna
this
say-
this could be GG.
I'm just gonna say if Rick were a hacker, I'm just saying if he were a hacker, even though he is agent, but if he were a hacker, I'd say like I try to make the case for actually Rick Jeff Evan that way because then the
Really?
people. Then,
To all the people watching, watch how this get hacked.
Oh yeah, I'm. For one, I'm pretty sure this turns red.
Game over. No, never mind.
not game over.
Oh.
Okay.
I mean, if I'm Rick, I stand by that prop though. That's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
me.
If you're
okay,
Rick,
okay.
Shirley,
Sometimes you just have to be wrong.
Shirley Evan is just not a good hacker combination, is it?
If he
But
didn't
you
prop
can't put
that,
Shirley
they
in
would have
with
either
Evan.
pushed that for N5, or
I think hackers
they,
have
they
this
would
in
have
the
left him
bag.
out.
I mean, Zelda and Jeff are just objectively more agent to me than Evan Shirley. So I mean, it was wrong,
I
unfortunately.
wish, Lex. Don't tease me.
I think when you have like a new
Well-
player in your lobby, you have to consider that logic of there's always a weak agent, because that's really good quick play logic to have. Is like when you're in quick play,
Lex.
you look at how everyone's
Lex.
playing, and the three
What-
people who are playing
what
best
did
are
I do
not
to get
always
there,
gonna be
though?
agents. Sometimes there's going to be a weak one.
Well, yeah, I think you just have to.
No, I agree with that
you
prop.
have to
I think you needed to prop that. 100%. I think
Okay.
you needed to prop that. But
Now, I
think,
wanna ask
like,
you guys
people
something
need to
real
consider it
quick.
more.
I want to ask you guys something real quick. From Jeff's POV, does
All right, I'll
Zelda
work on
Shirley
it.
as hackers make sense?
probably.
That's the thing, because he was thinking of leaving those two out for Node 2, and then he changed.
Yeah, because
I
here,
think
I'm
from
really
everyone's
sad if I
POV,
lose
either
Zelda
Jeff
Shirley.
or Rick needs to be hacker because I don't think Evan, Shirley, and Zelda. I don't think two hackers within those three could carry. the game.
Zelda Shirley, if you think that you could lose Node 2 because Jeff wants to prop Evan Rick for Node 2 before he switches his mind, I just feel like they weren't averse to being left out, both Zelda and Shirley.
oh, surely that's quick play logic.
I mean, if
Did-
they've been
did Dreams
passively, if
criminal
they
before
passively
playing?
accepted that they could lose Node 2 and then got in for Node 2 and 4.
John, did Kareem scrim before playing this?
Yeah,
PN can't be a
not-
racial slur.
Okay? Karim did not like really do a lot of scrims or anything. Like even though I've tried to get him to do some scrims,
Did he just not have time, or?
I guess not. Just like I just have not seen him compete in any scrims or anything.
Hmm.
I even said like try to get some scrims in before this game. But yeah, if Karim is Shirley, yeah.
Fairly
Kareem is 100% as Shirley.
Yeah.
There's no one else who could.
I think other than that like really weird and huge No 2 mistake, I don't think they've played bad.
No, they haven't played bad for new
Because
players.
of that, I
think
had a
there's
hard
just-
time.
I think there's just a few things that like you learn when you play in these kinds of games.
I mean, I agree.
it was
but I,
left side, Lex,
I
frickin'.
think
But that's the thing though, is that like you
I think
gotta
it's
like.
mistaken, too.
That's the thing. You needed
Yeah,
that
I-
practice though before going in, and that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, and if you're not ready for
But I
this,
think
then-
after this game, he'll be so much better. Honestly.
yeah,
I mean, but like that N2 mistake just made it. Well, I mean, I said it right when that happened. Not in N2, not in N3, not in N4.
Yeah, but I don't
Yeah,
think it's just because of that
it was-
mistake. I think it's just because Zelda and Jeff were stronger, and Rick.
I mean, maybe, but like,
Because no one's mentioned the mistake really.
I feel like that was just that just made it so like it was just not happening.
It's a good prediction, Lex.
Lex still believes.
But
I still like Shirley as agent.
I
I see
think right now
Jeff
it's
as
really-
hacker, honest.
I think Shirley's played so consistently that like, even though they're not playing the best in the game,
you'd have
they're
to see him
playing
as agent.
consistent. You kind of need to consider them as agent at least highly.
That-
considered.
I've liked
that's why I
Shirley
think-
agent since Node 2.
That's why I think
Yeah.
that's why I think an N3 hack would have been a good idea, because I think by N5 you'd see Shirley's agent, but I don't think by N4.
Mm.
And
That's the
if,
thing.
and if Rick is a hacker and Zelda isn't a hacker, and you make Shirley agent to Zelda, I mean, who's actually in the believer? It just doesn't
Yeah.
seem legal.
Now, here's a question for y'all. Do you
Especially when
think?
Evan liked Zelda so much Node 2 that he got Zelda in.
Do you guys think this node will end within 30 minutes?
No idea.
Good. I think it might.
Probably, yeah.
I think Shirley might prop.
Where
So
I'm like,
that means that I have enough time to go to Chick-fil-A and get breakfast then.
Whoa.
how close is Chick-fil-A?
7 minutes away.
If you're Rick and you're propping Shirley, I think you have to prop Zelda.
if you sprint, can you make it in 5?
Or maybe Evan, but basically Zelda.
If my car
I think you
sprint,
have to
yeah.
consider Jeff as hacker at this point. If you're Rick,
No.
if you're Rick, I think
If I
Jeff
break
knows
it,
you
Rick
have to do it on
hacker,
foot.
and Rick
You have,
has to see
that'll
Jeff
be the
as hacker.
challenge. Kane has to do it on foot on
Okay.
stream.
Because
Yeah.
there needs to be
no.
one strong hacker. For
There's
the
one-
game.
We're with them and they stream.
There's one thing I haven't
I
said.
took to Chick-fil-A for breakfast.
The
that's
chickens
one
don't
foot.
hate the gays, bro. No.
Evan and Zelda are
Zelda?
on different teams. They're just on different teams. Like it's just it's the
Yeah.
case. There's just objectively from every single person's POV, Evan and Zelda are now on the same team.
Okay.
And Shirley Zelda are not both hackers.
Okay, so who's been ruled out of the most teams here? Because
I think Zelda.
that's
Well,
the thing.
Shirley hasn't been to any nodes, so it's not Shirley Rick or Shirley Evan. And
And-
I have
and
serious
or
doubts
Shirley
about
Zelda.
Shirley
Yeah,
Zelda,
Based
so it would
on,
only
based on
be
nodes,
Shirley.
Shirley's been ruled out. Like Shirley's been officially ruled out of the most.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think if I'm in Rick's shoes here, like Shirley is just agent.
Yeah,
I
it's
just
funny.
don't see. I don't
I've
see
liked
Shirley
Shirley since
Zelda.
Node 2.
Shirley Jeff will put Evan Zelda on the same team, so no. Like, I just don't. I don't see it. No. Shirley is just agent for Rick. It's just.
I I think Jeff needs to be considering Rick Hacker 100%. I think Rick needs to be considering Jeff Hacker 100%. Because one hacker is playing very, very well, based on how the nodes have gone.
I do think, based on how this game has gone and how hacker synergy would work, Rick
Yeah, I
or
think
Jeff
hackers
would
ha-
have to be hacker.
I'm assuming
Yeah.
hackers have this game. I don't see agents. I don't think any of the agents have the right node.
Well, okay, so I think it became less likely after N2, assuming Shirley's agent, because it just
Oh, I see Shirley as agent.
you lost
I
him.
see N2 as double. If I'm agent, is right.
See, I don't like that Jeff is
Oh.
cropping this, because this
I-
should not make sense from his POV.
You know, like
This
Zelda
is,
and
like,
Evan are
not a
not
good
same
prop.
team. They're just not same team.
Even ignoring like who's outside, Rick should not be in.
Especially when Evan pushes Zelda to
So,
be in.
so does Jeff think N2 is double? That's the thing.
But I mean, I don't know.
yeah,
if
but
Jeff-
it's
but if
not.
I'm Rick and I like Shirley, then I definitely say N2 is double.
As Rick, your only props are right side or bottom. That's the only thing it could be.
I don't
There's
like
also been
bottom.
conflict between Shirley
I
and
would take Shirley over Zelda if I
No,
say
no.
I would
Shirley.
Now, how about
Well,
what
yeah, I
if
think
like
Charlie is included in bottom right side though.
now what if like what about the possibility of Jeff Shirley?
And by all accounts,
Hackers-
Jeff got sheep by Evan.
No, I don't think Shirley would ever be hacker here.
I mean, like I said, I
Shirley,
think
sure,
Evan
I
and
like
Zelda are
Shirley.
just different teams, and I've thought that since basically Node 2.
And Evan
Nothing
sheeped
is-
Jeff into putting Zelda in Node 2, which suggests a double. If I like Shirley, which I do. I don't think Evan sheeps Jeff there as an agent to put Zelda in over Rick for Node 2. So I kind of
Jeff's props right now need to be top or
I like Jeff as the other agent with Shirley.
or Jeff, Zelda, Shirley. Those need to be his two props right now.
We need to make a agents need to make a big dick prop. That's the thing.
Who's safe hammer for Node 5? I vote Shirley.
Chili.
I would say myself. So Rick.
Who's your number one agent? Me.
Myself. Yeah, exactly.
I do think Jeff is playing this game very well though.
I think Jeff is playing the best they can play.
I think pretty
Good
much
point,
everyone is
Rex.
playing at least decently, which is good.
Yeah, no, this game is considerably higher quality than I thought it would be.
Mhm.
Node 2 is a little scuffed, but
Yeah,
It's
that's
fine.
alright though. Happens.
He's not wrong. Lex makes a very valid point. Why
Yeah.
can't it be a big vagina prop? Sexism? Mmm.
Oh yeah, you see
Why
that
does
is
it have to be a big dick prop? Why can't it be a big vagina prop? You know, the vagina is a very strong thing.
I was.
I
very
would say
confused
say
there for a
why
second.
I would say
You know-
why, but it'd
You know what
break
they
some
say?
rules.
Men love a rock hard pussy.
I I'm okay. Maybe men say that. Maybe
I'm glad
I don't
Zelda's
know any
playing
men
well.
that say it myself, but maybe across the pond, that's a thing.
Men like all pussies equally. That's the thing. If the internet has taught us anything, men will like any kind of pussy.
True. The last month or two has taught us that. With the big Resident Evil mommy.
Not another goddamn. And another report for me to ban a user for spamming. Well, I guess I'm playing Mind Night, so I can ban them.
See, if Zelda's my agent here, Zelda needs to carry this game.
Yeah.
That would
Zelda
make
has
Shirley
so
and
much
Zelda on the same
information.
team, which is
So
unless they're
Zelda
both.
on every node except on one.
Zelda has had the most information in this game, I think. Maybe Jeff,
Mm.
but I think Zelda's more likely to be my agent if I'm Rick, so Zelda would have to be helpful.
So you're telling me that Evan as a hacker sheeped his other hacker in Jeff to put Zelda in over Rick for Node 2?
New prop then too?
Evan,
Evan did.
because Evan
How
wanted
did Evan
Zelda,
sheep Jeff then? I'm confused by that.
because he wanted
Oh.
Zelda in because Zelda was his #1 agent from Node 2.
Oh,
But
this
Yeah,
is
but how does she?
Profit. But
Yeah,
Evan
but she's
profit.
It's because Shirley left here hammer on him because
Yeah, but how does
How
she
is that
Jeff?
sheep Jeff? I'm so confused.
because Jeff wanted to put Rick and Evan in, and then he switched after he DC'd, and then started putting Zelda in, and then Evan ended up with hammer and went left side.
Oh, you're saying because Evan popped the same prop as Jeff?
Yeah, Evan got Jeff to switch off Rick to
Like
Zelda,
he copied it.
and then Evan got hammer, and we all knew he was going to do that.
This is a really nice global chat so far in the in-game. From Yellico3163, Muslims bleep are amazing. And then Heidendick says Diane blank Y not NIG, and I think you can guess the rest. Girl.
Christ.
Yeah, and this is just in the general, so I can literally just ban them from that. I can literally view them from there and back. Literally the easiest thing in the world, because the chat links you to their Steam profile. I put it on, put the URL into Chrome, and get the enhanced Steam to get the actual Steam ID.
Yeah, for just Twitch viewers, that he was spelling night because we're playing MINDNIGHT.
Yeah,
That's all he was
yeah.
spelling. He was just spelling night. It wasn't TOS. Definitely not TOS.
Ah,
You know.
funnily enough, this is the guy who first said something rude is also the one doing copy pastas, and it's a brand new account causing problems, so it's likely an alt. Which means
Alt-right?
Oh,
it means a
That's what that
permaban.
means.
be gone. Be gone, the word you can't say anymore on Twitch because it's bannable.
Wait, is the one thing I just said.
Oh, this is the prop Shirley wanted when they accidentally propped the other thing earlier in the game.
Interesting.
That was just such a huge mistake by Shirley.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like, if you're agent there, you leave hammer on someone you don't think is agent. You don't even prop what you wanted in the first place. Like,
Well, I mean,
What?
Shirley ended up saying like, "Oh, I didn't mean to prop. I just accidentally propped." So like,
but it's like
they
didn't
knew
even
about
shadow the
hammer,
right thing.
but they just but they didn't even shadow the right thing too. Yeah.
So it was two mistakes.
I mean,
it was
yeah.
two
So what Shirley
mistakes
was
of one.
saying, Shirley
it's a
never
lot of
said
blunder.
that leaving Hammer and Evan was a mistake. Shirley said his mistake was putting Jeff in over Rick. That's what he was sorry about.
Well, I think it was just a twofold mistake. I don't
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
Like, was on
he
purpose.
recognized the Hammer mistake as much. Is what I'm saying. So he was like, "Oh, I didn't mean to put in Jeff. I meant to put in Rick."
Yeah, hackers have this game.
Okay, so funny thing, the two accounts that said basically racist offensive shit in the global are also the two users Ivan gave me reports on just now for in-game behavior. So they're both brand new accounts. So they're just alts meant to troll, so permaban. Done.
This is in one of the streams.
That's people in power taking action in their own game.
Gus is scared of us.
Refreshing.
God,
That's refreshing to hear.
imagine how amazing a Jeff Rick combo as hackers would be here. Oh, that would just be too good. The game would have just been over from the start.
Evan's gonna pass. Yep.
It is feeling like Rick is getting hammer again, so it's up to him for node 5.
There's
Yikes.
no reason why Shirley shouldn't get hammer here. I mean, I see Shirley as agent.
Jeff's already said though he doesn't see Shirley as agent, so I would think
Then who is Shirley hacker with?
that's the thing, because
Shirley is only hacker with Zelda. If Jeff is agent, if he doesn't see Shirley as agent.
You see Shirley Zelda as possible.
Well, Shirley, Zelda Shirley just doesn't make sense for Node 2. It's like too passive to just kind of sit down and just supposedly let Evan, Rick, Jeff go for Node 2.
Ooh, we may have the main account of the two alts. The third guy here apparently may be the actual main account. it's believed to.
The headmaster.
Yeah, and a lot of reports consistent with that as well, with the fact of being toxic and racist, game throwing and spamming.
Trifecta.
Strike.
So by Jeff not propping, he shows Rick immediately. Is he considering propping Shirley then? And like Evan's all the possibility? Like otherwise, like if he props Rick, I mean, you assume Shirley's hacker. You just have to put Evan. Like you can't even consider Zelda. So.
Yeah, because basically, if he considers Zelda agent, then he'd have to consider Shirley agent.
Yeah.
Mario's hammer left on Evan.
Oh, shoot.
It
So I'll just
won't.
think-
It will get pushed.
All
I think
worth-
people read too much into doing it this early.
I mean, Rick should just be getting hammer here. Like there's
Shirley-
no.
Shelley should be
Evan
getting
has hammer at the
please.
moment, so
No, but I mean like
Evan's
all
gonna be
four.
like-
I mean Rick is in every single prop.
Shirley hasn't been in any props, but the way the game's gone, I like Shirley as agent.
honestly, because she's been ruled out the most out of the most teams, so I think
I mean no, but like Jeff does not have Shirley agent. Evan does not have Shirley agent. Everyone has Rick agent.
yeah. Jeff, I feel
Rick
like Jeff's
probably getting
starting to
hammer.
kind of come around to it because I think
Sup,
he's starting to
Wheels?
think.
Jeff,
I mean,
Jeff,
but,
the
okay, but
Zelda
either
is-
way, Jeff has Rick as his number one agent.
Yeah, but if Jeff is,
Which is weird.
if Jeff has to consider Zelda as agent, then yeah, that,
It do be another Mr. Admin back for more hackering game.
we can get a man who's just turned up. It's the real I can't speak.
oh, Jeff said anti-N2 plus him.
That's Shirley.
That's Shirley, Rick, and Jeff.
I'm surprised that no one has suggested the fact that Evan and Zelda are on different teams because I thought that was.
Well, the thing
One
is,
of the
it's not,
stronger
it's not Shirley Zelda.
Shirley's
but
more
I
agent
don't
than
think
Evan.
everyone can agree on it. It's not Shirley Zelda as hackers. And you take Shirley as big,
I do like
unless
Jeff
Shirley hackers
Shirley.
Jeff.
Who joined?
Let me.
It's kind of funny how much Jeff has screamed agent this node. It's pretty insane.
Yeah, saying Shirley is more agent than Evan, which hurts, is so big.
I mean, like a lot of this game, Jeff has screamed agent. Jeff is playing very well despite his role. Like God, that is just so agent. That's so
I'm surprised
crazy.
no one pointed out that Jeff got sheep moved by Evan.
I still don't know how you're coming up with that ace way. Maybe I'm missing something.
That's
I mean,
because
yeah, considering
Jeff switched from wanting Rick in Node 2 to putting Zelda in Node 2. And then Evan ended up with Hammer, and we all knew he was going to put Zelda in Node 2 with Jeff.
I don't think that's a sheep. I think that's just convincing Jeff that he likes Zelda more. Sheep is like clinging
that
to
was
Jeff
sheep.
and like.
He actively switched off Rick to Zelda.
How is
Yeah.
I
everybody
don't
so
see that.
quiet
I
in
don't
this
see that as a
game?
sheep on Jeff.
hackers win.
I don't understand how it's a sheep on Jeff at all.
I don't
he's
get
in
how
sheep
everybody's just quiet and letting people propose like this. Like nobody's fighting.
I think everyone
Well,
knows what their prop is.
Jeff,
I don't know.
Jeff, Jeff
Yeah, they're-
likes anti.
It's been so long. They're
he likes
kind of.
anti-too,
I think
so-
everyone's just like, I know what my prop is. No one's gonna change. Might as well just go with it. I don't know.
Yikes.
I think this is. A win.
You know, if I'm
This is what
assuming
I would
Evan's
do, but-
hacker, if I'm
I-
assuming
I-
Evan's hacker here, Evan's silence is so telling.
Yep, Jeff's
Yeah.
picking up on that.
Ooh.
I mean, it's,
Yeah,
it's very,
you know what?
very telling.
Yeah, because that's team espionage. You know, if it
True,
really
Wheels,
is, if it is
true.
Jackson. Yeah, because if that's Jackson, if
Although
that's
this one's
Jackson
close.
Jeff
playing
is
as
Jackson.
Jack,
This,
I just want to
yeah.
make.
this
I
one's
just
very
want to.
close to
say.
30 minutes.
Sai's been teaching him
I
the
need to. I need clarification. Evan being silent indicates that he's about to get that there was a hacker in that proposal. Is that what that?
Probably.
meant?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Looks like
Right.
Shirley is getting hammered.
No, I'm fine with Shelley.
unless Rick passes.
That'd be a bad
no,
Rick has-
Rick's
yeah, Rick
gonna
has
keep
no-
it on Shirley.
Yeah,
He has no
to
reason
finish.
not to.
This game is ending now.
Oh, Evan, that is scummy.
Yeah, Evan's not in Node 5. Like, it's just not happening. You have to assume
Okay.
Evan hacker after that. Evan does not want in Node 5. Fine, you have to move on.
So Evan's basically guaranteed hacker in everyone's eyes at this point.
I think Evan has been #1 hacker since Node 2, with
Node
the exception
2.
of maybe Shirley after their
Yeah.
mistake.
Yeah.
It wasn't that
He was
hard.
always like somewhat considered too, which is a good spot to be in.
Oh,
Yeah.
no one
At
has
the same
been
time-
like.
At the same
outwardly-
time, though, he could be drawing focus away by doing that, which may actually win depending on who it is. If they've
I
got the
mean-
right person, then
Oh, he's actually gonna pass. What is the strat?
Well, I mean, he
Wow.
would have to pass
Why
because
would you
it
pass?
can't be Evan and Shirley's.
No, he needed to prop because Shirley was like his agent.
Yeah.
Shirley is taking Rick.
There's
I mean, this
no
might
way to
now
pass after
think
here.
Shirley now just doesn't go Rick.
Shirley has to
I mean, the issue is like, if it is bottom, you're losing now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Why
if
would you
Shirley
ever
if
pass-
Shirley proposes,
If your prop is
she
bottom, why
throws.
the fuck would you pass?
I mean, I think he's leaning Jeff Shirley as his agents now. But
That doesn't make sense.
The only thing he can do there is because it
Oh.
is Shirley Evan. That's the
Don't prop
only
Shirley.
reason.
It's a terrible idea.
But I don't like that pass though. I like Shirley over Evan every single time, so I'm very happy to leave Shirley Hammer there. I don't like that. That pass could theoretically make you lose the game.
Okay.
well, if it's Evan Jeff, it's over.
Wait, why is Rick saying no to like what Evan's propping? Because obviously Evan would prop this from his POV.
Rick wants Jeff Shirley with him.
Evan has a better.
Yeah, but Evan's propping. It doesn't matter. Evan's not gonna like prop against himself. I mean, even if he's hacker, Rick should know that.
This is actually that pass was so bad from Rick because now hackers aren't next to each other.
Evan's
Because
at.
it's Jeff Zelda. It's not Evan Jeff because
I
this
do
would
hate that
props
pass.
and
I
Jeff.
don't know.
That was really bad.
The thing
Evan's
is
gonna
though,
pass.
Yeah,
Jeff
he
doesn't
has
have
to.
to pass because then Jeff now if because no one's now hacking next to each other. That means it's either Zelda Shirley, Zelda Evan, or Rick Evan for Jeff.
I mean, it could be Zelda Rick, right? But no one has said that once. So.
Oh,
Well,
Jeff has hammer.
They would have not passed.
I don't know how Jeff gets hammer on this node. I felt like that
Ooh.
should have been one of the least likely scenarios. But...
I mean, Evan had a free out just to pass to Zelda and just kind of stick it. 'cause he was,
Yeah.
like, hacking
Like,
that.
I
But
don't know.
I was a
That
lot more.
was
I was a lot more
terrible.
calm just to leave Hammer and Shirley. I really don't like that pass from Rick.
I think Hammer on Shirley would have been ideal.
Okay, but here's the thing: from Jeff's POV, if Evan got quiet with like Jeff, Rick, and Shirley, and he doesn't consider Evan and Shirley, and Evan and Shirley can't be a team, then he'd have to consider Rick and Evan as the pair. Then
Zelda needs to. If Zelda,
Zelda
was
has to come
Zelda
alive.
would have to
I really don't see
Oh,
how
no.
Rick Zelda is a pair.
Oh,
not.
that is. You hate to see that right there.
But I think hackers might have just lost this game.
No, hackers have just sealed the win.
I don't see agents getting the team. I don't see
No.
unless somehow Jeff really
No.
like
Let's
comes
see
alive.
how this goes.
The
Yeah.
issue
But
was
Jeff
There's
said
Hammer.
if
Unless, like-
he's Zelda agent, that makes Shirley agent. He can see.
Well, he just needs to see Evan as hacker now because the thing is the fact that Evan got quiet during that
And then
node,
Shirley.
Yeah, and he knows it can't be Evan Shirley, so he just needs to think about like why Evan would be quiet when he was propping that. So
Well, he needs to figure out why Rick would pass away from Shirley. Then it doesn't make sense.
True.
yeah, it's
True.
This now
Jeff,
doesn't
I am
make sense.
agent. He said he gave up, and then he's saying, "Jeff, I am agent, please."
This doesn't make sense
Well,
now
you're saying
because
he
Rick
played
passed away
badly.
from
You're
Shirley.
trying to,
I
This
mean,
actually doesn't make
it's
sense.
good because Zelda then
Oh, that
agreed
doesn't
with
make
Evan. Zelda literally
Well-
just went and agreed with
oh,
Evan.
hackers just won.
So-
Yeah,
Um,
hackers
Yep.
have-
GG.
Also, why I was saying like, I think Evan 100% should have passed there. Oh, it worked out, but I think Jeff was the riskiest person to let hammer on because Jeff.
Oh
was
no,
Yeah.
Jeff was the only one that can win. Jeff's the only person that can win.
Was the only one who suggested agents.
Yeah, Jeff was the only one who could win that for agent.
Okay, level
Agents
12.
and Rick.
Yeah,
Who said
no,
Skeleton
Rick
Sam?
was hacker.
That was
I don't
so
think Kareem played bad
sad.
though.
Yeah.
Rick.
Other than the blunders, yeah, Krim did pretty
Oh,
good,
good.
but Krim had a
Krim-
couple
Krim's
of
actually
pretty
pretty-
bad blunders, but
So
they
that's
did
another.
recover.
So that's another win
That's
for
another
us.
hacker.
That's
Yeah.
a win for. That's also another win for Simpson Mystic too.
Ooh.
Let's go 3-0.
Wait,
You know, I
thought,
think
I
the
thought it was
biggest-
Nazim's team. Oh, Simps, right? Yes, of course.
Did you say,
I think
did you say
the
Nadim?
biggest- There was such a big
I
age.
said the same.
Luke.
Seaman,
I
I'm
think.
sorry.
No, it sounded like Luke said Nadim. I don't know.
No,
No,
I'm not sure what I said, to be honest. I can't even help you out here.
No, he said the scene.
What I meant to say is that
You
Jeff
know-
and Shelly were agents.
I
Yeah,
think the
Ethan
biggest
did.
blunder in this game was
Alright.
J-Lo and Gellert not talking to each other.
Oh,
They needed to
wrong
try to
thing.
get a read on each other. Neither of them were considering each other.
Yeah, that
If
was
they-
the thing.
If they were able to
Agents-
find each other as agents, they win that game. It's like it's the only possibility. It's the only possible.
Well, here's the thing Jeff needed to consider was, and I know I've been repeating this, but like when like Evan was like quiet and stuff, and Jeff was considering that, he needed to consider why Evan was quiet because he knew it couldn't be Evan Shirley at that point. So if he considered Evan getting quiet, he should have like that should have clued him in that okay, he must have been partners with Rick because he can't be partners with Shirley. So that was the thing. Also, the reason why I said big dick prop was because if you look at like the shape of the agent prop, you know.
It's a triangle.
I really do feel like JLo could have clutched that.
Yeah,
As
he
soon as
could
Rick
have.
passes away from Shirley, that doesn't sit right with me.
Yeah,
I
that was so
really don't.
bad. Like you're just winning with Shirley having the
Yeah,
prop.
you win
like,
with
by
Shirley
passing
with
to
Hammer.
Jeff- By
You-
passing to
you-
Jeff, you're ruling out too many combos, and you're
Yeah.
giving
Yeah,
you're
it just
giving the
doesn't make
strongest
sense.
agent, I think, a chance to win the game.
Yeah,
I
and
just
that was
didn't like that.
Jeff was really close to winning, honestly. Like if he, yeah,
No, Jeff was 50-50 between the correct prop and this.
Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause
Jeff had a
he's-
better chance of winning than
I don't
Shirley
think
did.
so. I think
Yeah,
Jeff
'cause-
was taken between Shirley or Evan. Just had Rick in. I think
No,
the
because
J-Lo
no, I
needed.
remember
Here's the
at
thing-
one point he was
Okay.
like, Rick, what you're saying is making me want to pick Zelda Shirley. He said that.
yeah, and well, also too, and I mentioned this, you know, when Evan got quiet too, seeing that, because really all he needed to do at the end was like basically get a read on Evan, either Evan as hacker or Zelda as agent. Either one of that would have won him the game.
Yeah.
Because of the way he
No,
ruled
I
on
mean-
Shirley.
I feel like people should have seen Zelda, Evan, different teams.
I just want to say I played
thought
that. I
was
played that
very
entire
good.
game blind, and I had Shirley as agent from there too. I've still got it.
Wow, literally the easiest points in my life.
I
Arsenal
mean,
played very
yeah.
well.
I told you Evan was green bean, didn't I?
Arthur was fine until that last second pass. And
Yeah, I
that
really
was
curious
scary.
to see who he was because I wanted to know if I was rooting for hackers or agents because that's a very big difference.
There was something that Zelda said that just wasn't green bean at all, from what I remember. So I did kind of figure out that Evan was probably.
And I knew Jeff was J-Lo from the start.
Well, as soon as he said that line, like, "Can I have Hammer N2?" Like he did that in one of my scrims. So I was like, all right, it's J-Lo.
Yeah, me and Pibber are still not on the board. Mystic is in the lead, and Nassim is second, and Spies is third.
Hackers
Ethan was
won
half
every
it.
game.
You did say that for a second. We had Hakapov along.
Was
$5
anyone
delivery fee. Oh my.
was anyone propping right?
mean,
Jeff
Jeff.
was the only one who could have probably.
And it's funny because Shirley had like accidentally propped right, but then like I guess it was an accident. So
Yeah, and at the end there, it kind of like, in Jeff's mind, I feel like it sealed the deal when Evan was like, yeah, I kind of did give up, and then Zelda was like, same. So it did seem like Evan and Zelda were partners in Jeff's POV, I believe. So that was pretty brutal, I think. Him seeing that kind of like, I feel like solidified he needed to go Rick Shirley.
But
it made
the only thing
sense.
the only thing that would have taken me off is that Rick passing away from Shirley. That I did not like. That
Yeah.
just, you had a much better
That
chance
was-
of leaving Shirley Hammer and getting put in than you had with Jeff. Jeff
That was
could
a
get it
great
right.
game, though. That was entertaining.
I really think Jeff and Zelda could have gotten together and won that game.
I'm gonna end
It
this
felt
stream
like-
there, though.